Ignite your inner fire, the power of goals, and the path to true happiness. Friends, colleagues, like-minded individuals. Look around you. How many people do you see living vibrant, fulfilling lives, full of meaning and accomplishment? How many radiate joy and confidence in the future? And how many are mired in routine, lost in the gray mass of everyday life, with a sense of dissatisfaction and emptiness within? I'm confident that each of you dreams of a life filled with joy, success, and purpose. But how do you achieve this? How do you turn dreams into reality and ignite that inner fire that will lead you to the summit? The answer is simple and complex at the same time: goals. Today, I want to tell you about the incredible power that clearly defined goals hold and how they can transform your life. These aren't just empty words. They are the key to unlocking the secret of true happiness and self-realization. Many of us live like ships without a compass, drifting in the ocean of life. We are busy with daily tasks, but we don't see a clear goal ahead. We have no direction. And herein lies the main danger. We risk living life without ever realizing our true potential. Goals are not just a wish list, but a powerful engine of progress. They give us direction, motivate us to act, and help us overcome difficulties. When you have a specific goal in mind, you see the meaning of your actions. You understand what you are striving for, what result you expect. This feeling of direction, clarity, and purpose is the main source of energy and motivation. Example: imagine a climber striving to conquer Everest. He knows his goal precisely. He is prepared for difficulties. He develops a strategy and approaches the summit step by step. His path is full of challenges, but the goal gives him the strength to continue, not to give up in the face of obstacles. And when he reaches the summit, he experiences a feeling of deep satisfaction and incredible pride. This feeling of triumph, this feeling of accomplishment, this is the happiness we want to achieve by setting goals for ourselves. But what happens when we live without clear goals? We drift along, wasting time and energy on meaningless things. We feel dissatisfaction, disappointment, a sense that life is passing us by. The lack of goals leads to apathy, depression, and a feeling of meaninglessness. We stop believing in ourselves, in our abilities, in the possibility of changing our lives for the better. Goals are not only a path to material success, but also a key to personal growth. They help us develop new skills, expand our horizons, and discover new talents within ourselves. The striving for a goal pushes us towards self-improvement, makes us learn, grow, and become better. Different types of goals. Life is multifaceted, and our goals should reflect this diversity. There are short-term goals, those we want to achieve in the near future. For example, completing a course, finding a new job, reading a specific book. There are long-term goals, those that require more time and effort. For example, getting a higher education, buying a house, starting a family. Equally important are goals in various areas of life: career goals, personal goals, relationship goals, financial goals, and health-related goals. It's crucial to balance all these areas to ensure a harmonious and fulfilling life. Overcoming fear and doubt. Setting goals is a bold step. It means stepping out of our comfort zone, taking responsibility for our lives, and taking action. And, of course, on this path, we face obstacles, doubts, and the fear of failure. But it's important to remember that this is normal. Fear is just an emotion that can and should be overcome. The key to success is self-belief, confidence in one's abilities, and the understanding that any obstacle is an opportunity for growth and development. Don't be afraid to set ambitious goals. Don't be afraid to take risks. It is the challenges and overcoming difficulties that make our lives interesting and meaningful. Remember that the path to achieving a goal is not always a straight line. There are obstacles. You need to change your plan, adapt to new conditions. But it is this that makes the journey exciting and insightful. Friends, I hope that today I have been able to inspire you to set clear and ambitious goals. Remember that your life is your journey, and only you decide where it will lead. Ignite your inner fire, set goals for yourselves, and start moving towards your dream. The path will not be easy, but the feeling of achievement and pride in yourselves will be a reward for all your efforts. Believe in yourselves, don't be afraid of difficulties, and always strive for the best. And then you will find your true happiness. SMART. The success formula. How to set goals correctly. We've already ignited our inner fire, felt the power and importance of goals in life. But how do we translate this inspiration into concrete steps? How do we turn abstract dreams into reality? How do we avoid disappointment and reach those cherished peaks? The answer is simple. We need to learn how to set goals correctly. Today, we'll discuss the SMART methodology, a powerful tool that will help you transform your desires into achievable results. SMART is not just an acronym, but a system that guarantees clarity, measurability, and realism in your goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific. The goal must be clearly formulated, without ambiguity or inaccuracies. Instead of, I want to become better, formulate the goal as, I want to lose 5 kilograms in 3 months. The more specific the goal, the easier it is to plan actions to achieve it. Measurable. There must be a way to measure progress towards achieving the goal. This will help assess the effectiveness of your actions and make necessary adjustments. For example, instead of, I want to improve my financial situation, set the goal, increase my income by 20% by the end of the year. Achievable. The goal must be realistic and achievable, taking into account your resources and capabilities. Don't set yourself impossible tasks that will only disappoint you and undermine your self-belief. Start with small steps, gradually increasing the complexity. Relevant. The goal must be important to you, consistent with your values and aspirations. Only then will you be truly motivated to achieve it. Don't set goals that are imposed on you from the outside or don't have personal meaning for you. Time-bound. The goal must have a clear time frame. This creates a sense of urgency and discipline. Instead of, I want to learn English, set the goal, learn English to an intermediate level in 6 months. Incorrect. I want to be rich. Unclear, unmeasurable, unrealistic, not time-bound. Correct. Increase my passive income by $1,000 per month within a year through real estate investment. Specific, measurable, achievable with proper planning. Relevant, time-bound. Incorrect. I want to lose weight. Unclear, unmeasurable. Correct. Lose 7 kilograms in 3 months through proper nutrition and regular exercise. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. The above provides a framework for understanding the SMART methodology for goal setting. Remember that consistent application and adaptation are key to success. Now I suggest you take a few minutes to formulate your own SMART goals. Choose one area of life that is important to you: career, relationships, finances, health, and formulate a goal that meets all 5 SMART criteria. Write down your goal and think about the steps you will take to achieve it. Common mistakes. Overly ambitious goals. Don't strive for the unattainable right away. Start with small steps, gradually increasing the complexity. Lack of specificity. The clearer the goal is formulated, the easier it is to achieve. Unmeasurability. It's impossible to track progress without clear, measurable indicators. Unrealistic goals. Set goals that you can achieve, considering your resources and capabilities. Irrelevance. Set goals that are truly important to you. Lack of time frames. Without time frames, the goal risks remaining an unfulfilled dream. SMART is a powerful tool, but it's only effective when used correctly. It will take time, effort, and discipline to master this methodology and apply it in practice. But the results are worth it. Remember that setting the right goals is only the first step on the path to success. Next, you need to develop an action plan, regularly monitor progress, and make necessary adjustments. But self-confidence and a clear understanding of your goal are the most important tools on this path. So, take up the SMART methodology, set the right goals, and start moving towards your cherished dreams. A systematic approach, action plan, and implementation. Friends, we've already ignited our inner fire and learned how to set the right SMART goals. Now it's time to move on to the next equally important stage, developing and implementing an action plan. Inspiration is wonderful, but without a clear plan, it remains just a dream. Today, we'll talk about how to transform your ambitious goals into sequential steps towards success. Developing an action plan. The first step is to break down your large goal into smaller, manageable tasks. This is like breaking down a complex route into individual stages. You don't need to see the entire summit at once. It's important to focus on overcoming each individual section of the path. For example, if your goal is to write a book, break it down into tasks such as creating an outline, writing individual chapters, editing, proofreading, and publishing. Each of these tasks is achievable in itself, and their sequential completion will bring you closer to the final goal. For more efficient work, use project management methods. Divide tasks into subtasks, determine the dependencies between them, and estimate the time and resources needed for their implementation. You can use special programs and applications for project management, for example, Trello, Asana, Notion. Prioritizing tasks. When you have many tasks ahead of you, it's important to be able to prioritize correctly. Not all tasks are equal, and not everything needs to be done at once. Use the Eisenhower matrix, importance and urgency matrix, to determine which tasks need to be completed first and which can be postponed. The matrix will help classify tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important, require immediate attention. Important but not urgent, plan their execution in advance. Urgent but not important, try to delegate them or refuse them if possible. Not urgent and not important, remove them from your list. Time management. Effective time management is key to the successful implementation of an action plan. Use various time management techniques. Pomodoro technique, work with focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Eat the frog technique. Break down a large task into smaller ones and complete them sequentially. Time blocking. Schedule a specific time for completing specific tasks. Daily, weekly, monthly planning. Create a schedule that includes all your tasks. Resource management. To achieve your goals, you will need various resources: time, money, skills, information, and the support of your environment. It's important to correctly assess the available resources and understand what you lack. Find ways to obtain the necessary resources: training, information search, seeking help from friends, colleagues, or specialists. Developing and implementing an action plan is not a one-time process, but ongoing self-improvement. You will have to regularly analyze your progress, make adjustments to the plan, and adapt to changes. Be flexible. Don't be afraid to abandon ineffective actions and look for new ways to achieve your goals. Remember that a systematic approach is the key to success.